old show or read the books before this or after this?
I did not. I didn't really watch TV growing up. So when I got cast on this, I asked Karina McKenzie, our showrunner, if I should watch the show. And she said, no, don't do it. Because what we've done is taken the characters from the books and jumped ahead to adulthood. Full adulthood, 10 years past. And we're sort of trying to reboot this a little bit. And not, I guess reboot's the wrong way to put it. We're sort of reimagining it in a way now that we're adults and there's been 10 years of life, of heartbreaks, of experience that you don't have in high school that we can now play with.
So what's your relationship with Michael and Isabel like?
We start out pretty close. I mean, I know Michael and I have been strained for a while, but he is my brother, and Isabel's my sister. At least that's how we treat each other. And we sort of find part of the struggle is trying the three of us to all get on the same page when I bring Liz back, essentially. It's a huge threat to our lives, to what we're trying, to protecting our secret, and Michael takes exception to that. So we sort of have to work our way back towards each other to be on the same page.
What would you say your character's biggest strengths and weaknesses are?
My biggest strengths and weaknesses on the show, the biggest strength I think I have is my loyalty. Protecting Michael and protecting Isabel and ultimately protecting Liz. I think that's a huge strength and it's simultaneously a great weakness for me because as more and more people start to find out, my weakness is if you can use my family against me or use the people I love against me, which I think is something that's very close to my life. You know, I'm very protective of my family and fiercely loyal to the people that I love, and it's an easy way then for people to try and hurt you. So I'd say loyalty.
Did you watch the original series?
No, I did not. No, I was told that this is a little different version, so we'll start fresh and kind of create from the ground up.
So did you get any pointers from Jason?
I haven't. I just missed him. There was a birthday party a while back for one of our showrunners, one of our executive producers, and I was there for the beginning of the party and left, and he showed up at the end, and I was like, oh, just missed him. But he's been wonderfully supportive of the show, and I would love to sit down with him at some point and have lunch, and maybe we will. You know, we'll see. So that would be really fun.
What has been your favorite part from your role and from all the cowboy stuff, the sci-fi stuff, the romance?
I'm a little partial to the cowboy stuff. I grew up in Australia and Texas, and so grew up on kind of open air, and there's just something that changes when you put on the hat. And I wear cowboy boots all the time anyway.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah. I mean, I'm very much, that's a part of my life, but putting on the hat, put on the gun belt when you're a deputy, you know, it just changes the way you walk, it changes the way you stand. It's just fun. It's really fun to play with that. And then of course anything that I get to do with Janine, she's such a wonderful actress and a wonderful person who I just saw. Working with her has been so much fun because she's so talented that we're able to explore so many different ways to have a conversation, to do a scene, to fight each other. So that's been such a blessing.
Is there any threats for Max this season that you could expand upon?
There are definitely threats for Max. I can't go into too much detail about it, but obviously we are alien. And our biggest fears are what happens if people find out that we're not from here. What happens if Liz figures out that I should be in a lab somewhere getting dissected? That's a very real fear for myself and Michael and Isabel. And that's what we're trying desperately to guard against. and that's a threat too that is sort of shadowed. You know, we start with the 1947 crash. You know, the whole concept of the cover-up, the military swooping in and changing the narrative the next day. And, this is all stuff that we are very afraid that could happen to us. So we'll play with that a little bit going forward.
What's the dynamic like between Max and Maria? Because you have the epic love story and then the best friend.
Yeah, I was just talking earlier. Heather Hemmons plays our Maria, and she's such a gem. She's such a light. And I haven't really had a chance to work with her yet because we've worked so hard to try and establish other things. But as we get towards the end of the season, I'll have more time to develop that dynamic with her, and I'm so excited. I can't wait for that.
How was working with Julie Plec on the pilot? She's obviously very familiar with supernatural romance.
She is very familiar with supernatural romance. Julie's amazing. I worked with her on the originals, but I had never worked with her as a director. And working with her as a director was eye-opening, the way that she sees things. She's so well prepared, and she's so in tune with what she wants to see, and the way that she was finding ways to play with sunlight. And so, you know, it's just beautiful to see her work, and the conversations that we were able to have about this story have always been helpful and always been wonderful. I look forward to having more of that.
Is there any dynamics that surprised you in the show? Like maybe not Isabel or Michael or Liz, maybe another dynamic.
Yeah, I think one fun dynamic that's developed as I've gotten to spend more time working with Michael and Isabel is the rapport that we so quickly develop, the sort of banter that siblings have that when you are meeting another actor, you don't necessarily have right away. But the more that you work with them, and the more that I've worked with Michael Vimas and Lily Coles, they are fun to play with, and now we've gotten to a point where we just mess with each other, and it's siblings, and that's been really fun and so.
You already have a scene with an alien? You already have a scene with an alien?
I am an alien.
Okay.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.